It's week 1 of the National Football League, where we'll see which conference reigns supreme tonight. It's the Lions and the Browns on Sunday Night Primetime.
We are just off the shores of Lake Erie in downtown Cleveland, Ohio, as we get set for football here at the always rockin' Cleveland Browns Stadium. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Cleveland Browns. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason, has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
This week, such an important one for his entire offense, but for him especially. He wants to start this new season off strong. He's got big plans for this year, wants it to be one where he finishes among the league's best while leading his team to the postseason. A strong opening week is a great start to that and can create momentum that carries over not just to next week, but the next few weeks as well. A rising tide raises all ships, and if he can start this season off strong, his offense will benefit.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 18 more yards there and another first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of. That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions Lions' 15-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it's second down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game. But
Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. From 13 yards out. And the Browns are on the board here first in the season opener. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Got his man, Dell. And he'll be taken down after big yardage. But, folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Caught left side, here's Dell. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. That's complete to Dell. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down. So the new weapon just picked up via the trade, making an impact here right away.
And what you like about getting guys who catch passes, you don't have to spend a lot of time in the playbook. You just tell them to dial up a route and get the ball in their hands.
They go play action here on first down. And this is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one goes for 36 yards.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Gibbs. He is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Gibbs again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Lions are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? They'll look to throw again. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first. Back to throw. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 7-7, our score after 1. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want break tendency. Stay with what you want.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, was it a breakdown of protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Takedown, 40 yards. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness. And
I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got it. And caught up. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A call on luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Open man is Noah Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big time arm strength. Very nice route.
They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Again, he'll drop to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he will lose gains yardage here to the 31-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play. They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Back to throw again. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up fourth. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far. Yeah, that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Detroit's offense ready to take over. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now a play fake here on first down. That pass caught. It's Williams. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A big play there for Detroit. 44 yards.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
It was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
On play action, they'll throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That is caught. It's Williams. Touchdown. Jamison Williams, 34 yards. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They go up the middle with Chubb. Fights through him, and they can't bring him down. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's another first down, and that'll be a gain of 21 yards.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This is 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back to throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's got it. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a...
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. But Jamison Williams out onto the field as his guys take over on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Now a 2nd and 6. The RPO, he completes it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. They'll set up a throw. It's complete to Williams. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jamison Williams Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is up to 15 now. So that drive, 4 plays.
And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And Chubb going to push forward and pick up a Browns first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. It'll be a gain of 5. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They run it again with Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so they went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. Escapes the defender. Touchdown, Browns. Noah Brown, 38 yards. And the Browns are able to cut into that deficit.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Jamison Williams and the Lions get set for this next possession.
He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here, third quarter. We'll see what else he has in store for us.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Here's 2nd and 7. Head off to Gibbs, headed right here. Nice move at the 40. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4.
Let's go now.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They'll look to throw here. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And Chubb will try the middle here.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll set up to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it.
That's going to be caught for Brown's touchdown. Noah Brown already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make the play.
But he is not going to make it. It's a big play by the defense, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. Out
is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. And Detroit getting set to go now. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
He'll drop to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Hat tick to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. The give right side for Gibbs. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. So now the Browns down by 9, 2:06 to play. They'll have one play, maybe 2, before the 2-minute warning as they've got a 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going to throw right side here, complete. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is caught. It's Brown. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They'll look to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Ooh, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about it if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
They're going to look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Lions are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Got his man, Dell. And he will have a Lions first down, and that's the one that should seal a victory. That's complete to Dell. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got this to Williams, complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
And if it wasn't over before, it is now. Looking for that one final first down. They got it and then some. And if they play things right from here on out, that should just about assure them a victory.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. That is caught by Laporta. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. Well, partner, that'll do it. These Week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation, a fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there,